Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillah. I'm so sorry that I cannot speak Malayalam. I hope you all understand English. Yes, it's an honor for me to stand in front of you all. The topic for the day is education today, tomorrow and beyond. But I want to just deviate a bit. Unless I talk about the past, I will not be able to give you the context in which I am going to speak. Because when we talk about education, if the history of education, if you look at the innovations and the discoveries which has happened in the world, and all the subjects which you see now, the contribution of Muslims and the Islam into the very essence of the learning process is unprecedented. The problem is we have forgotten our own past. What is our past? If you want to talk about technology, yes, technological disruption, technological innovations are changing the landscape of everything. But the very basics of technology is algorithm. Who founded the algorithm? It is nothing but our own person, Musa Khwarizmi. If you want to talk about medicine, Avi Sina is known as Avi Sina across the world. His books on medicine were referred as Bible of Medicine, Canon of Medicine, and were taught in all the Western universities for almost 800 years. If you talk about chemistry, you look at so many innovations, everything. But the father of chemistry is our own person. When we look at Jabir bin Hayyan, he is called the father of chemistry. But what are we today? Let me bring back to the topic. Let me come back to the topic. What are we today? Because education today, with respect to we Muslim, what are we today? I should tell you this frank thing. If you look around in the country, if you look at the educational status of the Muslims of India, we underperform. We are one of the worst performing community, worse than even the SCs and STs in this country. Kerala can be a good state. We can be happy about it that we have a good literacy rate. But sorry, that is not the requirement of today. Child know how to read and write is of no use now. What are we talking about? What is the education? The purpose of education altogether is changing. And when we talk about the changing landscape of education, it is a very, very different world we are talking about. Today, I think the last month I was in Kerala, in Malappuram, in one of the educational conference. I congratulated the people who were on the dais. I think we had lot many dignitaries, and even now we have lot many dignitaries here. Their sacrifices, their forefathers' their sacrifices is the result of what we see in Kerala today. You see, Alhamdulillah, almost all organizations have started schools. In every madrasa you see great work happening. But I'm so sorry to tell you that we have stuck somewhere in 1980 or 1990. We can be happy saying that we are doing the education parallelly, but right now the requirement is very, very different. When I was talking about Avi Sina, he is just not a doctor, one who did all the possible. He brought into the world surgical instruments, who did lot of laser surgery, lot of surgeries. He was a hafiz. He was a fiqh. He knew the fiqh. The concept of today is not just that you have to be good in one thing. It is, Dr. P.C. Jafar was talking about multidisciplinary learning is the future. That is what NEP talks about. That is what National Curriculum Framework talks about. That the educational system has to again transform into something different. as per the requirement of the future. Because tomorrow what we are looking at is very different. Whatever we have learned, whatever I have learned, it is all about how much I can process, how much I can remember, how much I can represent on the piece of paper when it is there on the day of examination. But let me tell you, that information which was dumped into my head is of no use. You can go to Google, ask any information. In 3 nanoseconds, you will get that more information than what is possible to be remembered by me. But we can say that no, just information is not enough. You need to be able to comprehend and then give a better analysis and give some response to that particular information what you have. Let me tell you, those days are gone when we can be happy that we are the best of creation because we can think, we can analyze things. We used to think that we are ashraful makhluqat just because we have the capacity of understanding things and responding as per the situation. The world is changing so fast. Artificial intelligence. You want any situation, a response to the situation, artificial intelligence. ChatGPT he was talking about. 9 nanoseconds, you will get the response much before, much better response than a human can give. We are getting into the world which is all about uncertainties, and that uncertainty is surrounded by only one thing, that is innovations. And that those innovation, what is going to be our role in that future? What are we looking at? Are we going to be just the consumer of that particular innovation? Are we going to be just that somebody, because I see a lot of Keralites across Karnataka, in many places in Bangalore, wherever I go, alhamdulillah, I was studying in London, I was seeing them working hard there also. I was in many Gulf and Middle East countries, wherever I go, I see them. But the kind of work which they do, very hard working people, what work they do? Most of them are in the hospitality industry. Most of them are in the retail industry. Most of them are in the very organized, in a very unorganized way, organized business they run. Small businesses, grocery shops, all this. But the world I am talking about is a very different world. Amazon doesn't have to own one particular shop today. It's one of the biggest market where anything and everything can be purchased. Where is our space in that? How are we going to use that particular space in the most effective manner, using all the capabilities which are existing? You talk about machine learning. Whatever we used to believe that education is all about by hearting this thing, storing that knowledge, that is a waste now. In Kerala, one problem which I have seen, especially even in the literate parents, that they want their children to get all A+. I don't know in which world are you all living, because I was telling in the morning also in one of my Bangalore program with a lot of parents that all A+, 100% marks is of zero value now. The educational system is changing in the country. We are at the crossroads. We all should know that a child who secures 100 in physics, 100 in chemistry, 100 in mathematics, 100 in biology is equivalent to somebody who gets 51% marks. What is the point of that 100%? Which gives you nothing, no edge over anything. But I don't know what understanding we all have. We are still behind that numbers. And that numbers has zero weightage, it gives you nothing, no outcome at all. Because anything and everything is going to be driven by competitive examinations. You want to become doctor, or a child who is aspiring to get into IIT, a child who wants to get into architecture, a child who wants to get into law, a child who wants to do anything. Now the central universities are all bounded by one examination called CUET. What is the purpose? Because of the competition in the country, they don't want that old style of examination. That all 10th examination, 12th examination, everybody is going to pass. You don't have to be any more proud that I passed first class distinction. That is all waste now. There is no need. Our government of India has announced already. CBSE has announced last week. The state government of Karnataka has announced day before yesterday that there is going to be 3 examinations in 1 year for the child. For the 10th standard child, there will be 3 exams. For 12th examination, there will be 3 times child will write 12th exam. Let me tell you what is the 12th examination nature is. Out of 100 marks, 30 marks is for practicals. Every child will get 30, 29, 28, 30. So remaining 70 marks. Out of 70 marks, you have to get only 21 marks to pass. In that also there is a reduction now. Internal marks they are giving. Anybody can pass. The purpose is not of passing. The purpose is not to get percentage. Because even if you get 100% marks in this board examination, your weightage is 0 when it comes to any professional course. You have to prepare separately, distinctly for that particular professional course. Let it be any competitive examination. The pattern is changing so drastically. Every year, if you look at the UPSC pattern, CSAT is becoming so difficult. It is a real screening where their students are not able to clear. A very good student who can clear mains just like that is not able to do so in CSAT because of the changing system. Now we are talking about STEM education. We are talking about child knowing the basics of computers, not from the point of view of Excel, MS Office, all that is gone days. The child should learn the coding right from the early age. It is nothing but another language. The way you learn Malayalam, the way you learn Arabic, that way you have to learn coding as well. Computers language also you have to learn. Then only you have a future. Then only you will be part of that particular world where you are the creator, not just the consumer. If you want to learn about anything, learn about coding, robotics. Robotics is nothing but the child should learn how to apply different learnings which he has or she has. I want every child, I think a lot of students are there and many are already out. Unless we understand the changing dynamics in education, we will not be able to prepare ourselves enough. I don't know how much time I do have, but still, I'll conclude in 1 minute. In case if you really want your future in the coming days, the challenge is not the innovations. Innovations are there for the children. It is up to you how you utilize those innovations, how do you be part of that particular innovation. The biggest challenge is how do you keep yourself focused in a world which is full of distractions. With all possible innovations, it is going to bring a lot of distractions to every child, every student. Today's danger is not the addiction of drugs, addiction of tobacco, addiction of cigarettes. No, that is not a major challenge for families. I am telling you, generations are at stakes here. Because we are not understanding, our next generation is getting into a different kind of addiction which we have not even understood. That addiction is mobile phone addiction, social media addiction, games addiction. The children are becoming part of that particular universe where they value the virtual relations more than the real relations. It doesn't matter to them what is happening in their family, what matters to them in their friend circle, that in the Instagram, that if they don't get one likes or if somebody unfollows them, it's a big issue for the child. Child becomes restless now. Children don't have the patience now, because if you look at a phone, the phone has to unlock. If you have an Android, you just have to put a thumb, the phone has to unlock. If it does not, the child gets restless. Life is not about things happening just at a click. You swipe it, it will open. You go right, it will go right. You go left, it will go left. Life is not like that. Life, you have to have the patience. You should know sacrifice. You should start having the empathy for others. You should be compassionate. These are all the values which we have to give. These are the values which Islam had given to this world. Islam has integrated these values into the educational system. That is the greatest contribution of Islam to the education. You look at NEP now, you look at NCF now, they have ensured that all this, now the value-based learning is also being made part of NEP, NCF. I was talking about multidisciplinary learning. It is also the part of NCF and NEP. That is what the world is going to be all about now. I've seen many youngsters now, they think that now we have got good jobs because we have Swiggy, we have Zomato, we can be delivery boys, we can be this. See, the world is changing so fast that delivery person is going to be again replaced by somebody called drone. Simple. You order now, one drone will come and deliver and go. We were happy that some other opportunity will come for us. No, anything and everything which can be which is repetitive in nature, which can be replicated, which is mechanical in nature, is going to be replaced. I don't want you to be one who are going to be replaced. I want you to be the one who are going to add values to the system, who will add workforce to the systems, inshallah. I thank SKSF for giving me the opportunity to speak to you all in front of this August guest, August audience also. Thank you. Thanks for giving me an opportunity. Jazakallahu khairan.